whether it's addressing food deserts or closing care gaps or bringing community partnership schools, not just locally, but statewide. Knock on doors, I'm now petitioning. I'm going to continue doing that. In fact, once I win, I will be out here representing you.
Yes.
This is what we need. And I want to hear your voices and let me know what you think and what you need. And I'm here for us.
Beryl Thompson McCleary. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Beryl Thompson McCleary, and I know many of you don't know me and wonder why I'm here. Well, let me tell you, I have been in District 7, and I'm running for District 7 County Commissioner for at least 33 years. I am married to Thomas McCleary, founder of the Commodores. I have 6 children. And you say, why now? I'm one of those seniors that's a Super Bowl. Why now? Because my children have grown up. And it's really my time now. It's time for a voice. One thing about being a defense attorney, you have to be the voice of the person you're representing. You have to be the voice of the corporation that you're representing. Not only have I done criminal defense as a defense attorney, from the misdemeanor to the felony to the life imprisonment, I've also practiced around the world. In the UK, defending the name. And even now, I have a case pending in New Zealand. But what brings me now? I've made a choice. Life is about choices. That I've lived in the area for 33 years. I could have run away like everyone else and moved somewhere else. But I decided to raise my children here. They went to Evans. They went to St. Andrew. My girls grew up here. And I stood and made the choice of making my community better. What brought me here before, and my theme has always been, I'm the right person, at the right time, at the right season. And I'm part of those seniors that you talk about. The seniors that vote all the time, because I was one of those who was in the back of the bus. I was one of those who saw color. Fountains only, that's when I grew up, that's how old I am, so I understand it. So to put that in perspective, what brought me here? We had gotten off the road and I was looking at all the trash, and I noticed that there was trash from John Young Parkway. Is the camera already? Anyway, I won't take no longer for Beryl Thompson McCleary.
George Oliver. Give it up for I'm George Oliver III, and just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a Navy veteran. When I got out of the Navy after 10 years, I went to work for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I was actually the first CIO for the Jaguars. I left there, I worked for Microsoft, then I went to Cardinal Health, and I went to Deloitte & Touche, and I worked at pharmaceutical compliance. And from there, I went to the U.S. Treasury Department, so I understand numbers and I understand the compliance of numbers and how they work. Because I'm actually the only city commissioner right now, so I'm actually a city commissioner right now in the city of McCoy, Florida, where I serve District 4. And I ask the hard questions about numbers. I ask the hard questions about why are you taking numbers from here to put numbers over here, doesn't cover yourself. I asked about forensic audits, those kind of things. Those are the things that I fight for in the city of McCoy. Now, what brings me here is through the city of McCoy. If you understand anything about the city of McCoy, you will understand the fight that I had to fight. Now, I was elected in 2018 the first African-American commissioner in the history of the city of McCoy. That comes with a lot of heat. I won in 2018. I ran for re-election in 2021. I ran for mayor in 2023. I was not successful. Came back and had to fight the city in 2024. So I had to really fight City Hall to get back on the ballot. And we won. I was the only candidate, Democratic candidate in 2024 where I was on a Republican presidential primary ballot. Donald Trump at the top of the ballot, and a bunch of Republicans on the ballot, and the only Democrat on the ballot, and I still won. We won. And now I'm here in 2026, running for Orange County District 2. I think I'm the only one in the room running for District 2 right now. But I'll tell you this, the reason I tell you all this is because I'm a fighter. Just like all these folks run for judge, the lawyers that's in the room, when you hire a lawyer, you hire them to fight for you. I'm here to fight for you. I am a fighter, and I'm going to take that same fight to Orange County, and I'm going to fight for you. Thank you.
Maggie St. Jean.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
It is an honor to be here tonight. My name is Maggie St. Jean, short for Magdala St. Jean. I've been serving my community all of my life, not just 26 years, but since I was a kid. I came here to the U.S. at the age of 8, where I found my parents serving the community, either knocking on doors to serve a bag of groceries, or taking people to the hospital when they don't have anyone to translate for them, or picking people up at from Disney, taking them home because they don't have a ride, or my father going to the bus stop to minister to people because that's what he did. This is my life. This is where I come from. So parents that are in the room, your children will copy what they see you do. So do right so that they can be right. Amen? Amen. So, not a sermon, but I am a Christian, as you can see. Anyway, I thank God for the opportunity to serve. For the past 26 years, we've been serving on a larger scale. I run a nonprofit organization called Daily Bread Distribution Center, where we have 30 churches under us that we give food on a weekly basis that serves the community. So every week we serve thousands of families that are facing food insecurity, and it's an honor to serve. You know, every time we get to serve, it is an honor to serve. So I thank God for that opportunity. This year I decided to run for office at the very last minute. I am the last person to sign up to run as a candidate for District 7 County Commissioner. And the only reason I did that is because not only was I encouraged, but I see the needs, I hear the stories, I face the people that are facing hard times in our community. And when they speak from the heart. They speak from what they're dealing with, their hardship. It's not just stories that they're inventing, they're actually going through those hard times. So I'm not a politician, but as we heard earlier, we don't have to do politics, but politics does us every day. So I threw my hat in the ballot to serve on a higher scale, to serve my community on a higher scale. And I hope that you vote for me, District 7, Maggie St. Jean.
Joanna Lopez. Okay. Rashida Jones. All right.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rashida D. Jones. I am running for your County Commissioner for District 7. I am not a career politician. I am a 20-year educator who have been in the homes of our youth. My platform is youth-centered. I care about our families. I am here to run for the people. I want to sit in rooms and represent you. I don't want to have, I've been living in this district for over 30 years. And quite honestly, I haven't seen much of a change. So I'm here to be a new, fresh, innovative face to represent my district. So on August the 18th, I need you to vote for Rashida D. Jones for your County Commissioner for District 7.
Judy Garabo Hayes.
Thank you very much. One more judge. Thank you very much. It's so nice to be here to see everybody here engaged and ready to learn about these elections. It's so hard to find information about judges. I know as a lawyer, whenever judges are on the ballot, everybody comes to me, who do I vote for? Who are these people? What are these names? So thank you very much for the opportunity to come and talk to you about who we are and what we do. I am a practically lifelong resident of Orlando. I grew up in Conway. Like Myra, I also went to Oak Ridge High School. So I'm very proud to serve this community. That's why I decided to run now. I've been practicing law since 1999, so this is my 27th year. I worked for a very big law firm, 60-hour weeks doing civil litigation until I got pregnant with my first child, decided I would go on maternity leave. That kid's getting ready to go to college now, so it's time to go back to work, and I want to work for you. I'm running for county judge in seat 21, and like you heard before about the county judge, that's evictions, collections, cases in controversy under $50,000. But every one of us could be in county court on any given day. And I want to be the judge there because I want to serve this community. I want to help you solve your problems. If you lose your driver's license, I want to help you get it back so that you can get back to work for your family. I feel like this is a great opportunity to help people solve problems, and that's why I want to do this. So like they said, on August 18th, make sure you vote all the way down your ballot. There's a lot of judges that are on that ballot. I'm group 21. You may not remember me, but you're going to remember Judge Judy, right? Thank you.
Gloria C. Joyner. Gloria.
Good evening to my Caribbean family. Good night. How y'all doing? So I am Gloria Joyner, and I am here reluctantly because a hedge fund came from my house 7 years ago and started an illegal foreclosure against me. And I went to every regulatory agency in the state, the county, and the federal, and they let me down just like they let you down all the time. I went to the county commissioners, city commissioners. One of them actually said, "What do you want me to do?" Our current commissioner said, "What do you want me to do? What do you want from me?" I'm not gonna be your commissioner anyway in a minute, so you might as well run. So guess what? Challenge accepted. I'm the only candidate that's a native Floridian who went to USF, and I'm a Rattler, graduated from Florida A&M University. I'm the only candidate that worked downtown at Merrill Lynch. I've been the only Black girl in the room. I'm the only Black girl running with security credentials. I could go to Wall Street right now and work the floor. So I understand finance. I was working at Fidelity Investments in the heat of the meltdown of the economy. So people crying on the phone because their 401ks were gone. I have a real estate license. I worked at Sotheby's. I was the only Black girl there when we had the Shaquille O'Neal listing for $28 million. I have my insurance license, so I understand all the three levers that create wealth in our community: insurance, real estate, and finance. And they're trying to keep us from generating wealth by taking our houses like it's Black Wall Street all over again. But these judges in here better do something about it, and y'all better hold them to it, because 2 judges already failed me. I'm on judge number 3, and I'm not gonna fail you, and I'm gonna be here for you. And I know you ain't trying me like that, Smooth. Anyway, I'm gonna fight for you. All right? Gloria Joyner, vote for Joyner.com. Thank you.
All right.
I'm running for my life.
This Joyner is fired up and ready to go.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Cynthia Harris, and I am your candidate for Orange County Commissioner District 6. The two most important people in my life were my grandmothers. And over 100 years ago, they couldn't vote, their mothers couldn't vote, and their grandmothers couldn't vote. And that day that the voting rights for women, they were ages 3 and 4. Fast forward, 60 years later, they were able to cast their ballots to vote. This is why I am running, because I am inspired by the women who fought so that I can be here. I'm not in this race for a popularity contest. I'm not in this race just because somebody said you should run. I'm in this race because I am your candidate. I'm not everybody's candidate. And I'm definitely not in this race for a check. I'm here because I've served my community since I was 9 years old. I brought $7 million into Malibu Groves without government funding. So it can be done. We just have to stick together and work together. It doesn't matter who's running in this race. What matters is that you pick the right candidate that's going to fight for you. And I am that candidate. I am your District 6 candidate. I'm not here to brag or boast. But I guess that's my time. I'm Cynthia Harris, your candidate for Orange County Commissioner, District 6. Not here for a check or popularity contest.
Thank you. Shakaya Fillmore.
I stand on my family name. Hi, my name is Shakaya Fillmore. I am Shakaya K. Fillmore on Facebook. I am running for Orange County Commissioner District 7. I come from Eatonville, Tangelo, Paramore, Island, and Mercy Drive. I stand on my shoulders of my family. They are police officers, lawyers, attorneys, doctors. They was in the NFL, they're retired now. But I'm running for many reasons. I'm running for our youth. We need to provide more opportunities for our youth employment. I'm running because I have a passion. I provide resources already for the seniors and the veterans, housing, and I do that free while I deliver my mail. I do work for the post office right now. I'm a contractor, highway contractor in rural and Citrus County. So I work hard. I know what it is to work 2 jobs. If on my days off, if I have to do Amazon Flex, I do Amazon. If I got to do Instacart, I did it all. I am that mother. I am that wife. I am that homeowner that had to fight when COVID hit. I purchased my home, but I am a fighter. So if you do me a favor, if you have not signed my petition, please do so. You'll do me a favor to be officially on the ballot. And guess what? We're not running a race against anyone. I'm standing on the front line with everyone to just get on the ballot, and we're going to do it. We're just going to. God already knows who's at the end.
Zach Waldo.
Good evening. Good evening. Thanks for the opportunity to come out here. My name is Zach Moldoff. I'm running for Orange County Commissioner for District 7, and I'm running because I am intent on fixing transportation, fighting for education, and most importantly, taking our local economy back from foreign corporations. If there's one thing that I know for sure, it's that no matter who you are and what situation you're in, you're pressed. You don't have enough. That doesn't matter if you own a home and you have kids, you're single and you rent. We've all been squeezed out of our local economy. And the thing that's hard to understand is that our local economy is one of the biggest economies in the world. So it's really puzzling as to how it doesn't work for us. But if you take a step back and you look at it, then you can begin to ask, why do Uber and Lyft take hundreds of millions of dollars out of our economy every year? Someone told me, oh, well, they're paying the drivers. Well, if for every $20 that the drivers get, Uber and Lyft take $100, then of course we don't have enough money for Sunrail to run on the weekends, for bus rapid transit, for all the solutions that would make our county work in the way that we think it should. But I could go on and talk to you about my qualifications and the reasons why I chose to run for a long time. The one thing that you can't find on my website is a lot of the details of who I am. I'm sure you can take a look at me and you'll go, oh, he's the only white guy in the race for District 7. You know, the truth is I'm not even white, I'm Jewish. My family was displaced from Israel a long time ago. We're Middle Eastern, and we were made to live in such cold, dark places that now my skin is all pale. But my hair stayed curly and my nose stayed big, and so did my chin. And all these features you see painted all over my face, all this melanin that you see painted all over my skin is part of my identity that's not really understood in this community, right? I can understand that you want me to end, but this is just not the exact moment. To be Jewish in this community is not really accepted and understood. And that's a big part of why I came down here tonight, because this is the type of community that I want to be able to work with to understand what can be done better. Greg Turner.
How y'all doing? Okay, I'm Gregory Turner. Some of y'all know me as G Money. But anyway, I'm running for District 7. And the reason I'm running for District 7 because all the candidates from seat 1 up into 6, I helped put them in office. Meaning, I was a student of all the candidates that came up in District 7, and not just District 7, in all the districts, I seen them come up and I seen them tell me all the lies. So my slogan is, enough is enough. And the reason I say enough is enough because I did a lot with those politics, and it's time out for that. And y'all being in the room, we got to have a leader that really understands what we about. If a lot of people got a lot of resumes up here, I got a lot of street resumes. 30 years of street and 20 years of owning my own business. So if I'm elected August 18th as District 7 seat, I can assure you I will be the person that you can relate to. So I want y'all to vote for me August 18th. I appreciate y'all. Patricia Rowe. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. There's a lot of candidates in District 7. So we all said that we're going to do affordable housing, transportation, that's a given. But what set me aside from the other candidates is that I listen, I organize, and I deliver. Back in 2020, I volunteered with the census. I volunteered with the census to make sure that Pine Hills residents was counted. In 2021, we had the redistricting committee to look at the data for the census. I attended those meetings in the community. There was town hall meeting. I attended those meetings to make sure that Pine Hills was advocated at the table. I advocate for years for Pine Hills to be one district. We have always been two districts. Silver Star going south, we was District 6. Silver Star going north, we was District 2. We always was split. So in 2021, I went to those meetings to make sure we was one. We didn't get it in 2021. In 2024, we had the Charter Review Committee. The charter is how the Orange County Constitution, how they govern. So at the Charter Review Committee, we discussed adding 2 new commissioners. I was there advocating for 2 new commissioners. In 2025, you all went to the polls and voted in 2025 for 2 new commissioners, Commissioner C7, Commissioner C8. So we got those 2 new commissioners. So in 2026, we had the redistricting committee again. 2025, we had to draw the lines again to add those 2 new commissioners. I was there at those meetings again, advocating for Pine Hills to be one. They told me, Patricia, we're gonna make Pine Hills one. I listened, I organized, and I delivered you County Commission District 7. So you thank me for this new seat. We got 7 and 8. Vote Patricia Rump, August 18th, for your new County Commission with District 7. God bless you.
Heather Pierre Joseph.
Hi, may the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Hi, my name is Heather Pierre Joseph, and I'm running for Orange County Commission District 6. I'll be really brief. I am a proud Haitian American. I am a proud single mom. I'm gonna read this so I don't forget it. I was reared, although I'm Haitian descent, I was reared by the largest and the oldest, the baddest and the boldest, the most loved and the most hated, the most feared and the most revered, the most cussed and the most discussed civil rights organization in America. I've been in this fight for over 20 years. I started when Jeb Bush was running for office. In District 6, I want you to remember this, the only way we win in District 6, our tourism developmental tax was $300 million last year. 20 million was reclassified. It is time that we ask everyone, from governor down, that District 6 needs to use their tourism developmental tax dollars for our districts. So I'm here for diversification. Find me on my website, voteheader.com. And remember, this community is united. Our voices are the same. Stop allowing people to come in front of you and you say to them, oh, what are you going to do for me? That's why they've been giving us for the last 20 years. On Christmas, they don't give us toys. And on Thanksgiving, they don't give us baskets. And during school, they don't give our kids some clothes. Let's go get our tourism developmental tax dollars with Heather Pierre. Thank you.
Hey.
This event is supposed to continue until 10 o'clock, but I want to make sure, is there anybody who is a candidate that did not have an opportunity to speak? All right, so everyone who's running has spoken.
Amen.
All right, thank you. I indicated at the beginning that there's the fierce urgency of Now Collaborative, and our next meeting is on May 2nd, Saturday, May 2nd, at 10 a.m. at Mount Olive AME Church. I want to also just thank those who are partners in this, and you too can be a partner. Mount Olive AME Church, Experiencing God's Purpose, Power, and Praise. The Florida Voters League, the National Congress of Black Women, the Orange County Democratic Caucus, Black Caucus, the NAACP Orange County Branch, on New Vote Day, and Women in the NAACP. I really want to thank you all. You don't have to leave, we're not turning the lights out. So this is an opportunity for you to engage and talk, etc. Thank you so very much, and Taryn?
We're all set. The bar is open. The lights are going to stay on. And DJ, turn it up.
I know. So I do like a podcast, but I want to do something else, right? I want to end it, but I'll need someone to like film like what I'm doing, right? And so I'm like, hey, we're gonna do this thing, and I want to like interview people on the spot.
I can do that. I can even let me see if I can even show you.
No, you can go ahead. I mean, I'm gonna look you up anyway.
Yeah. So I can even create like a news environment.
Because sometimes I see stuff on like Instagram, right? And I see these people.
Yeah. So you see like news we all have.
Yeah.
I can create that whole background for you, and I can even add like
or just even like film the podcast and all that. Okay.
Yeah, and then the outro.
Okay.
Yeah, I can set up all that.
Because I know basic social media, but I'm not like into it or whatever.
No, I can show you.
Okay. Or maybe even take a class or two from you.
Yeah, I'm trying to actually do some classes on Eventbrite. I wanna start that. So if you
Eventbrite, they charge.
not all the time. I'm gonna start off with some classes.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you can. If you that comes directly to me.
Okay. Okay. What's your name? Mobby. I'm Greg. Okay. I'm gonna hit you up. I want to do something.
And then you contact me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll do.
Hey, lady. How are you? You want to go pick it up?
You want to do something now?
Yeah. Especially. I'm just gonna turn this on. You want to back out?
I went under the chair, your name tag. Went under that chair right there. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. What did you do in the house? A lot. I may need you for subject matter. So once you tell me, I'm not going to hunt you down. Don't leave me on that. Okay.
District 6 meeting on May 1st at El Claudia from 6 to 8 p.m. If you are available, please come out. Thank you.
Well said.
Hey.
Thank you. I'll get my stuff in a moment.
There we go. Yep. Hey y'all, welcome to Black Perspective. It's your girl Ma B. We're gonna interview some of the candidates. Thank you for staying with us. You guys see how I'm posing right here? I know. But we're gonna check out some of the candidates. So stick along with me.
I'm too young.
We have Camila Perry here as well as Loana Gelzer.
I gotta play the candy. Oh, we gonna sit down?
Oh yeah, might as well. Thank you. Hey Loana, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. So, the audience is here. Let them know a little bit of what you've done so far in terms of your track record.
As far as my community service,
yes, ma'am.
I've been an advocate for the community ever since middle school, actually. The student government and the government, I've just been a part of it.
Yeah.
Civic engagement is how I was brought up. You must be involved. You must understand that local government is 80% of everything that happens to us. So it's just who I am. I'm not afraid to show up, speak up for the voiceless, but also bring solutions. You can always see wrong in other people, but when you bring solutions and other ideas on how to make it better, that's where I'm different. And sometimes it's simple by looking at budgets, looking at how we can reallocate funding. And if we keep giving money to bad projects, we're going to get bad projects back.
That's right.
I'm all about looking at the effects of decision making on the public officials and reminding them that it's not your money, it's our tax dollars. And what's unique about a lot of people that lives in city limits like Macon, Orlando, Eatonville, or Winter Park, we pay double tax.
Right.
So as a taxpayer that lives in the city of Orlando, I pay 37% of my taxes go to the city, but 25% of my property taxes go to the county. So when people say it's a county issue, well, give me back the 25% that you've been getting. It's an issue that affects us.
Absolutely.
We don't need to allow people to draw lines for us, because it doesn't matter where you live. You're getting the money and we expect good services in return. And good accountability and people with integrity. That's important.
Absolutely. So you have actually had the opportunity to be in this area for a very long time. So what things around your community have you noticed that needs to be fixed in terms of infrastructure?
Well, as a person who moved here in 1971 as a child, I actually moved on a dirt road. It took them almost 15 years to pave my road in the community of Paramount, and then 40 years to come back and repave it. So I've looked at infrastructure, and what's unique about District 6 and part of District 7 is that we still have people on septic tanks that in urban communities, not rural, urban. So that's a problem with infrastructure, and we've got to make sure we do a true inventory on our streets. When people are building new streets or they're having a lot of traffic come through, the emission and the different things that happens to the air quality, to the health of the community, all of that is a community impact, health disparities. So we have to be mindful of the decisions that we make. And so infrastructure is important, but the right type of infrastructure. I don't need no more retention ponds. I need people who understand that stormwater runoff can be cleaned. And with the proper filters, when it drains into our lakes, when it drains into the retention pond, it's being cleaned. It's not just polluted water. So infrastructure, as far as even 35% of the people that ride buses on live in District 6.
Right.
Yet we didn't get a bus terminal, a depot until last year. People have to drive all the way downtown to do a transfer to go somewhere. Now they don't have to do that. So infrastructure is understanding the needs of the district and understanding what the community are looking at as far as transportation, how they transport bike lanes. For one thing, why not? We don't have no one electric bus that comes to District 6 right now. Not one.
Wow.
So when people talk about infrastructure, it's not just fixing the road, it's making sure there's no more damage done to the road, and we're utilizing our resources the best way. So it's not always putting more cars on the road, it's being more strategically and putting electrical buses and doing bike lanes, because if I ride a bike, unfortunately, Orlando is number one in the country for pedestrian.
Yes. So, and let's be honest about the transportation. We understand that usually distance disenfranchised neighborhoods have that lack of transportation, which also means that it's hard for them to find employment or keep employment. So infrastructure transportation has everything to do with cultural development and even sustainability in the households.
It do, but that's where if you go to run for public office, if you don't know, go educate yourself on it.
Right.
Don't just think that somebody as a staff member is telling you that this is it. If you are not living through it and you haven't went and had a conversation with the community who's mostly impacted, see, your vote doesn't mean anything because you're not voting for the best of the community. You're voting on best what somebody else is telling you. You need to know the impact. So if you're running for office, don't just run because you need a job. Because Rwanda don't need a job. Rwanda wants to serve. Understand it's public servant. So if you don't understand the needs of your district, how can you best represent it? And you have no idea what the needs of the community. So I would be advocating, and I still advocate right now for more electrical buses in District 6, but also with so many people riding the bus, why don't we have bus stops that are living wall bus stops, meaning they're covered with shrubbery that reduces the
That would
heat?
be beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes,
It's
that would be
nothing new. Just let's implement these things.
Yes.
And so, yes, I go to links meetings, and I make some suggestions. So I'm not just pointing out the problems, but bringing solutions that have worked in other communities and other cities so we can make it better.
Thank you. I have one more thing for you because an important part of even running and getting on the ballot is raising funds. And you are nothing short of knowing how to raise funds. Go ahead. You know you got to brag on your accolades. Go ahead and tell the people what you've done so far in terms of raising money for the community.
In the last 3 years, I've raised over $7.5 million just to do services in this district. It's not hard. It's building relationships. It's understanding the needs and partnerships and collaboration. The key factor is knowing who's on your team and knowing each strength and weaknesses and go from there. So it's important to bring additional funds to the district. Don't always depend on taxpayers' dollars. When we want to make it better, we've got to find other dollars. So what happens is, when you got a person like me or other commissioners that know how to find additional dollars, that frees up other dollars to do even more work in our community. So if you're going to be a public servant, understand your job is to make it better and not just depend on the $8 billion that's coming in for the county, but making sure when we have lag behind in services, finding resources and partners to bring us up. That's what equity is all about. That's equity.
Show us the money, okay?
That's equity.
Yeah.
You know, and so when people are running, I commend everybody that's stepping out to run, but finding funds. And what's unique about me, I fund my campaign. Other than my families that give me contributions, I put most of my investment. I invest because I want people. The investment into running is what I'm willing to do for you. I'm not obligated to special interest groups. They say I wouldn't work with them, but I'm not obligated. When it's a bad vote, I can honestly say, you didn't put me in office because of your $1,000 or your support. The people put me in office, and I'm going to vote on behalf of them. Or I'm going to come back and say, I'm looking at how we can make this better. Can you compromise here? Can you put a community impact in here? So if we're in some damage, we have the funds to bring the community up.
Exactly.
So it's working. So it's not being blinded about growth, it's being smart about growth.
Yes. One of the initiatives that you raised money for was for the air quality test. Tell people the importance of air quality, and then what was the result of that?
Well, we're currently still in the grant.
Yep.
We have 4 air monitors that are $50,000 each that actually doing VOCs, ozone, looking at the particular matter. And we've trained community scientists. We have 10 community scientists who went through the program. They monitor them, they look at what's going on, and we are going to use that data that can be used to make it better. It's no longer saying we know what's wrong. we got the data to back up what's wrong.
Hey, data,
And
data,
that's
data.
what's unique about that grant. Is the data is authentic. It cannot be disputed. It can't be, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yes, we do, because the data said this.
Right.
So we're looking at, we have a meteorological, we had over 100 days over 100 degrees. So the extreme heat, looking at the effects of the urban community, looking at, we have so much asphalt and pavement, they have deforested our community, so we're 5 to 10 degrees hotter.
Yeah.
The effects on our seniors, the people that live in the urban core pay more in gas, their electrical bills are higher, and it's hotter.
Yes.
So that's what I'm bringing. That's why I want a living wall bus stop. If you at the bus stop, you shouldn't be passing out.
Yes.
And we need to have better air conditioning units for our seniors and more cooling stations. So if a bus is free and a senior just hot, get on the bus and cool off. Have stationary fire stations. Also let people know their cooling station. If your air conditioning is out, you don't have air conditioning, and it's 105, go to your fire department.
Yes.
That's just sharing of information.
Mm-hmm. What is something that you want the audience to know about running and the initiative that you would push when you go into office, when you're elected into office?
The one is for the people. The people will serve. The one have always served. I'm easy to work with, but I wasn't born yesterday.
Hey.
I'm about integrity. I'm about accountability. I don't just say those words. I live by that. So what's unique about LaWanda? Yes, she's red, but you got to get it right this time. But I think the community has seen my work outside of being in office. And they go, this lady has never stopped. I'm a fighter. I believe in my community, and I'm going to find resources and people to make it better. But as the next county commissioner for District 6, I can use that relationship and other relationships to get a better result. And that's what I'm all about. Better results like this district. We need more people like me who understand the need of the district and know that it's about public service and not just a job.
Hey, that was LaWanda Gelza, y'all. Where can they find you?
LaWandaGelza.com, LAWANNA. G like a giraffe, EL, C like a zebra, ER.com. Guess what? I'm the only person in the world with that name. You can find me. You can find me.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Hey y'all, as you heard, that was LaWanda Gelza telling you what she does for the community, what she believes in, and what she's running on. She is going for the District 6 County Commissioner seat. Next, we have Cynthia Harris coming up, and she's actually going for District 7. There's actually 14 people in this race, maybe 15 if I'm not mistaken. Come on down, Cynthia. Yes. Have a seat with my B. How you doing today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm wonderful. This is quite an event.
Yes.
And you know, when I first saw you at the Florida Voters Association Florida Voters League meeting, I didn't realize that you were running for office.
Well, I hadn't officially filed at the time, so that's why I didn't announce.
Hey, that's all right. So, okay, so tell us about your initiatives, what you believe in, and why you got started. All of that.
So, this is not my first run. I've run before. Although I wasn't successful, I'm like Fannie Lou Hamer, my homegirl from Mississippi. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I won't give up the fight.
Hey, I like that. So what made you sick and tired?
Well, what made me sick and tired is what you heard in some of the candidates. We we hear all of these politics, and all skin folks are not kin folks, and people are always making promises that they never keep. So with me, I brought $7 million into my community, and I didn't do it with government help. Usually when you have people like us who are serving the community, we usually go to our elected officials asking them for funding. Well, there's ways to get funding without asking our elected officials. So I was able to partner up with other organizations because corporations have money. So you have your banks. You bank at that bank. Why not make them give back to your community? You go to a restaurant or a business, you give them your money. Why not make them give back? And that's what we don't do as collectively.
I don't think people know to do that or that they could do that. That's impressive.
So you have every corporation, Coca-Cola, Universal Studios, Lowe's, Home Depot. If there's a need, they give back. Even your restaurants like Chick-fil-A and what other restaurants? The Darden restaurants.
Yes.
They give back to the
Red
community,
Lobster.
but we don't know to ask them for the stuff. We give them money
Our
all the
service
time.
all the time.
So we're paying for that. Why not? You want our business, we want your business too.
To pour back into the neighborhood.
Right.
As we should.
So how I got the $7 million was I was able to partner up with other corporations and ask them for things. So my community, Malibu Groves, is an Asian community that's 60 years old. Most of the people in that neighborhood struggle because they're aging, it's seniors, and so they're on fixed income. So it's hard when we are a hurricane state to upkeep your roof. Your roof was there when you bought it, but that may be the roof you've had since you bought the
house.
house.
You have to renew it. I think
And
like
it's
every 10
leaking
years.
and you got buckets and things like that. We were able to put roofs on the neighbors' houses by having people invest in us. We were able to make sure that our electric breaker boxes were upgraded because people still had the same electric breaker boxes from when the house was built. So you're talking 50 years plus the original house, and your house about to catch on fire because you done had a shade tree fixing your lighting and your electricity for eons, knowing that you need to have it upgraded because now we have energy efficient breaker boxes and that saves on your electricity. Even OUC, Duke Energy, they give back, but we don't know to ask them for it, and we pay electric bills.
Oh man.
So these are some of the things, hot water heaters. We did lawn beautification. We did that in one day. 35 houses got brand new sod, plants, paint touch up on their houses, fence repairs. We did that, and we didn't ask Orange County government or City of Orlando for that money.
Wow. So the thing that impresses me the most is because you're doing that for the people, but you're also bringing up the property value in that area.
Tangible things.
Yes.
Because what we have right now is we have elected officials that's always giving us turkey to silence our vote, giving us fish fries to silence our vote, backpacks to silence our vote. You can buy your own backpack.
Token gesture.
You definitely can get a turkey. You definitely can buy your own fish because we have to eat. So it's not that we're lacking in food, and if we can't afford it, we have so many social services where we have
So many
food pantries. So every year somebody's giving away a turkey. You don't need a politician to give you a turkey. What you need them to do is give you tangible things so that you can live and be sustainable for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
You don't need a government to raise your property taxes or do any type of taxes so that they can have transportation. So in 2022, I stopped that tax from being on the ballot. And it was a collaborative effort because not only did we have Democrats, but we had Republicans standing at Roslyn Avenue fighting against that property tax. And so it did not pass. But you have a government that gave themselves a 25% raise after that. So does that make any sense that you give yourself a raise, but you want us to pay for your mistake?
Correct.
If you want us to tighten our belts, you got to tighten yours in government.
Exactly.
And this is why I fight so hard.
No, I love it because what you're asking is for the audience to think critically and also look at the receipts in terms of what people are saying that they've done, especially if they've been in office. Like if they haven't, then we don't know the quality of the work unless they've been already in the community.
Absolutely. Right? So you have a governor who has made threats to our commission. They rather keep a check instead of stand up for the people.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, they gave themselves 25% raise in 2022, 23. They gave themselves a 25% raise. So they're making six figures while you're barely struggling.
Correct.
But they want you to keep paying and keep paying. I don't need you to represent me. If I'm paying you to do a job for me, I'm paying you to do a service for me and my community. And this is the payment and the things I get. So it's time for fresh faces. It's time for people that are actually going to do the work, been doing the work, and it's going to stand up for the people.
Yes. So tell me the pillars that you're running on.
So, civic engagement. This was a great forum tonight. It was an opportunity for people to meet some of the community, but that's not where the real people are. The people are on the street.
Exactly.
So this is fine. The people we need to be talking to are the people that are in your audience, the people that are on the street corner to work for Disney and Universal Studios. Those are the people that we need to be talking to, galvanizing, and making sure that they're sustained in their community.
No, you're absolutely right. So if people wanted to check you out, where can they find you?
So NTHIA, the number 4, D for District 6.com. It should be up and running in the next couple of days. But because I've been in this community, you can Google Cynthia Harris and you can find out everything that I've ever done.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Cynthia.
Thank you for having me.
Is there anything else you want to leave the audience with?
So, do your research. I know that we have people that are not tech savvy, but find somebody that can help you out with that so that you can find out who to vote for. We have people that are in this race for popularity contests. They want to compete and be the prom queen and prom king, and they in here for a check. Cynthia Harris is none of those. When you elect me, I'm working for you and only you. I'm one voice, one vote on now an 8th district commission.
Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you so much. We will definitely be connected because you're talking about getting money. So we're going to connect on that at a later date. So thank you guys for joining us with Cynthia Harris, and I'll be back with another candidate. Let's see if I can.
I'm gonna leave you.
Sign the petition, y'all. It's also to put them on the ballot, not necessarily to vote for them, but show up for that August 18th so you get to pick who's gonna be your representative in the presidential election, general elections. Cynthia, so in the chat, Ayana said she needs some groceries.
Send you some groceries.
No, Ayana said, tell her I need some groceries.
Where you at?
Ayana, where are you at?